Hello fellow YouTubers, welcome back. Thought I'd nip on and give you guys a little update on the garden if I'm honest. Now, it's not really, things are not all in place what they're supposed to be because I am busy potting things on, i.e. the Japanese Acer to the left here and the Aster to the left, and I've got a few more bits I'm potting on up at the top at the minute, so the top end's a little bit more here, there and everywhere, but I'll just give you the best I can give you on tour wise. Yeah, but I thought I'd come on now because if I don't, it is going to get absolutely battered with these storms that are on the way, and it will not look this good or this colourful in probably 4 days, because one thing I've noticed with dahlias, they don't like rain or wind or anything like that, guys, so now's the time to get it on. I'm going to try and do my best to block out any background noise or sounds, but yeah, so without further ado, we'll take a little walk around. I'll show you what's going on. Sorry it's been a while, I've not uploaded with the plot, but there's nothing exciting happening with the allotment this year due to obviously the lockdown and the restrictions and stuff. So yeah, there won't be many more allotment uploads, but I'll still upload bits and bobs of progress or projects I'm working on the allotment. So yeah, but so yeah, to start it off, obviously I've built a bit of a wall table. It's supposed to fold down, and I normally put the chairs in the shed, but we just chose to leave the umbrella up, use that as to hold it up in place. Not the best umbrella, but I can't afford a new one, it leaks, so I've had to put a tarpaulin inside to stop the leaking. I haven't got the funds for that. Still serves a purpose, still rather waterproof, so and we don't get wet sitting here. But yeah, so people are probably wondering why would I sit outside when it's raining anyway. Just because, yeah, I do smoke cigarettes. I'm not proud of it, but you know, my daughter doesn't have to breathe in my second-hand smoke, so I sit outside to smoke. Now, yeah, with the garden, guys, like, yeah, it's really best I've ever had it. Best it's been filled, fullest I've ever seen it. So, yeah, take a little tour around and show you what's going on. It's not just dahlias and flowers, there is also veg and stuff, which I'll come to at the top of the garden. But yeah, we've got the dahlias. I believe that dahlia is from the set that I brought from B&M for £2.99 for 8 tubers, I believe it was. I've got my hibiscus. It's supposed to be a red heart, so I feel a bit cheated because when you look at it, there's no red centre in that. Now the label actually says there's a red centre, and I've not on any of the flowers seen any red centre. We've also got the Black Beauty Dahlia that Southend-on-Sea Garden Services, another channel, has given me. Absolutely stunning. Like the pattern and everything in it is amazing. So thank you for that, Ant. Yeah, it was definitely a task growing it from seed. Nearly lost this plant, but it's hung on. It's still here, still going. I've got another hibiscus that my partner brought the other day. She loved the purple flower on it. So yeah, I've got a fair way to go to catch up with that one, because that's quite high up as it is. Yeah, so yeah, quite nice. And then I've got my Japanese Acer, which is what the lady at the back kindly brought me as a gift, because I really fell in love with hers. The only problem I'm having, if anyone could tell me, why am I getting all this dead leaves on the end? Because hers doesn't look like that, but she does mist hers over the top every night. Is that something I should be doing? Or is that telling me something about the acidity of the soil? Do I need to amend something? So any info on Japanese Acer would be absolutely amazing and would be appreciated. But yeah, just don't quite get it. I mean, the fresh shoots, that's how I believe it should look all over. But these ones, not looking too clever, guys. Got the Aster, which you guys seen growing in the greenhouse at the allotment, and that's now flowered, looking absolutely amazing. That one's in a pot, the other one I've put in a raised bed. That's my crazy love dahlia that I brought, that I was quite intrigued to see. Now you can really see the purple, like line of purple just on the outside of the petals. Absolutely stunning. This is still trying to establish this plant though. I've got a lot to learn with dahlias, heck of a lot, because I've just let these do what they want to do, as you can tell. So I'm very, very full. But yeah, a lot to learn with dahlias. It's a lot of pruning, a lot of deadheading. It's, yeah, taking its toll, because every morning I come out here, even though I've swept less than 10 minutes ago, look, all over the ocker. It's like confetti out here in the morning. It's like someone's got married in my garden. As for the planter that you guys seen me build on one of the previous videos, if you haven't, it is in my videos, the barbecue planter that I built. Was going to do veg and like finger veg, like, you know, white Lisbon spring onions, things like that in it, but not had the money for the seeds and ordered the seeds or anything, so I did a tray of petunias. I left them in the greenhouse, thought, no, they've gone over now, I can't really separate them. If I do, they're just going to die. So what I've done is I've just planted the whole tray. Must be about 60, 70 plants, if not more, in there. So I'm quite intrigued to see how well that bush is out. Same again though, depends on how the weather batters it tonight. But yeah, I've got all the dahlias all the way across here. I've got other bits underneath. I've got some smaller dahlias just at the bottom, which produce a lovely little pink flower. Marigolds. I can't remember what they are, them pink things. I don't know why I don't know what they are, because they're lovely. But yeah, I've got these hanging out the beds. But I think because of how the dahlias have bushed, it's pushed these out, so they're coming at it a bit of a funny angle. Got this dahlia here. I can't remember which one this is. I'm hoping that Ant will see this and be able to tell me, but that is like a dark purple. The camera's doing it no justice whatsoever. Absolutely stunning, that is. And I've really, I want to take that out because it's just a single little plant on its own. I'm going to repot that up over the next couple of weeks, or if not, just let it die back down this year, regrow it singly on its own next year. But yeah, everything's just come out amazing this year, flower wise. But yeah, that's how it's looking. These are like a 3-tier raised bed system. But yeah, I've got a lot of tying back to do, as you can tell. And I've got to do that tonight before the storm comes, otherwise that will just break off. I've noticed with dahlias, very, very tender stems, you have to be very, very careful. And yeah, so it's looking really, really good, guys. But I'll just take you for a little tour of the flower side of things. But this has got to be my favourite one, I think. This one here, absolutely stunning. Lovely pinks. And I've got this one here, which is really nice and full. Lemon meringue. Oh, I'm just putting my finger in totally the wrong place. Yeah, absolutely stunning flower. But as said, there's a lot of deadheading to do on them. I'm out here daily deadheading. I'm filling quite a big bucket up each week. But yeah, so, and then when you look down, that's how full and bushed out it is. But yeah, the Crazy Love Dahlia is doing really well. And then I've got this fawn thing. It's not as good as the one that somebody showed me on Facebook the other week. But yeah, I'm not going to let this go wild in my garden. Because if you don't catch the seed heads in time, they can self-set if you're not careful. So yeah, looking really good. And then just over here, some more dahlias. Got the Astable, which that one doesn't seem to be throwing flowers, but seems to be bushing out loads. So I don't know what's going on there, why it's not produced. And then we've got another dahlia just here, which is coming through the trellis. And that's got some stunning flowers on. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And then just in this little corner here, I think last time I showed you the Japanese Ace was in that corner. I think that might be another reason why it's not looking so good as well, because it was in the shaded spot there. But yeah, I've got the I call it fountain plant, cordyline or something it's called. Not sure what that is. We've got the red dahlias here. I believe that's another one from Ant's allotment that I grow from seed. That could be the cactus variety, I believe. It's a lovely, like, prominent red. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's something I picked up from Aldi on a little trellis. Still haven't got round to finishing this framing system off yet. We'll get round to it. It's just story of my life, guys. I start a job and then start another job, and then realise, well, I've got like 600 jobs to go back to. And then yeah, I've also got the blue tub here. This tub was already at the property when I got here. I've not stole it, I've not took it from anywhere, I will say that now. It was already here. But yeah, I've got the pumpkin running down here. You know what? My daughter's really proud of her pumpkin. She's done really well with it. It's quite a nice size, it's not too big. But it is still trailing, starting to come off. So I'm hoping if it does trail off, I'll just run it down in front of these beds and we'll have pumpkins growing across here. Don't know if it will go that far, but that's the plan if it does happen. If not, put the tub back down there and trail it around that back corner. Now up the top end, got my lavender. The only reason that's up here is because I've just potted it on. But yeah, I've got bags of potatoes, which are ready to be pulled now, I believe. So I may take one of them just at the end of the video, because I do also need more compost. I'm running out of that pretty quick. Yeah, 3 bags of potatoes. Can't remember which ones were because I stupidly mixed the labels up and then couldn't remember which was which. So hey, lesson learned. Don't ever leave your trays without labels, or mix the labels around, or take the labels away. But either way, they're really nice potatoes. And then yeah, over on this back wall, I've got a hanging basket just here that I put up the other week. To try and not cause any damp on the wall though, I've just put a little bleed nipple just in there, and it just pours out, waters my potatoes, so it's quite ideal. On the back wall, we've got the sweetie tomatoes, which I believe are like a little cherry type. We've got the alicantes in the middle, and honey delights at the end. And then we have cucamelon, and then the two things in there, they're long sweet pointed peppers. Just wanted to pop them outside and see how they get on, if I'm honest. But we do have little fruits forming on here now, so we've got quite a bit of fruit, well, many of fruit trusses on there, to be honest, so I'm looking forward to them. And then with the peppers, got flowers, but whether I'll produce peppers on these ones outdoors, not too sure. It's not something I've ever grown outside. That's just another petunia that I picked out a lot earlier, just to put in there. As you can tell, we've got Alicante tomatoes coming through now. And then we've got the, like I say, honey delights, which also, if you can just see in there, have some nice little fruits coming on them as well. I do need to water, and that is the job I'll be doing after I've finished recording. And then we've got the cucamelon, which I don't know why the camera is showing it as orange on the leaves. I don't know if it's to do with the sunset behind or not, but yeah, it's not dead. Oh, that's better. It's focusing a bit now. It's probably because I was crouched down in a darker area. But we've got loads of cucamelons. I've still not tried one yet, and I'm really dubious as to whether I even want to. Gotta be careful, guys, because obviously there's a house at the back. But yeah, so absolute loads, and it's hard to do this because obviously. But yeah, you can see all the fruit on that. But yeah, amazing. She's got a lovely garden at the back. There's tomato plants just there, look. That I supplied her. Yeah, I gave her a pepper plant, courgette plant, 3 different, same 3 types of tomato that I did. And yeah, I think that's it. Gave her quite a few plants this year. So yeah, ignore the mess around here though, because it's obviously I'm potting up and doing stuff. So yeah, it's a bit of a workspace at this moment. Got the corn in the cob in the tubs, which also is doing really well. Yeah, I've just got to move that though, otherwise we're not going to get into the propagator. But yeah, that normally has a permanent place in that corner. So yeah, corn on the cob as well. And yeah, the sunflowers doing really, really well. I need to obviously extend the cane on this one tonight and pin that one up a bit more before it gets blown over in this storm, which is due any moment, to be honest. So yeah, doing really well they are. But yeah, looking really good. And then in the greenhouse we have 2 cucumber plants, same tomatoes that are behind me in the raised beds, but in here in tubs with, you know, the same again. But with the cucumbers, they're going absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. No end of them on there. There's one behind that one. There's that one there. That one there. There. And yeah, it don't end there because there's more at the top as well. And then when you come along, you've still got loads of flowers. It's going right over to the other end now. There isn't actually anything in that one. But yeah, absolute tons. But yeah, coming back down, we've got more cucumbers. So yeah, definitely not going to be short on the cucumbers this season. So yeah, but what I am doing is I'm just trying a couple of feeding systems, so different ways of doing them. I've got this one with the old pop bottle, bottom cut off, neck down. That's worked really well so far. And then what I've done is I put a little wooden divide in between, dug out a section of soil before the plant was established, by the way, then just put some of these clay beads in, and I just water into the clay beads. So far, so good. It's like, so yeah, quite impressed. But yeah, I just can't believe the amount of flowers on here. Over here, like I say, we've got the that's 2 Alicante plants just here. Not sure how well they'll do because that's quite a shady spot. We've got a pepper plant here. This one was really struggling to survive. As you can tell, it's been bitten to high heavens. So far, once I've like gone and inspected it and took slugs off. The rest of the foliage looks pretty good on the top, so hoping for a good batch of peppers from there. There's a pepper there, look, as you can tell. And then we've got the Honey Delight tomatoes growing just here, and we have another pepper plant just here, and then we've got the tomato sweeties. There's 2 plants there, but I ended up snapping one when I tied them up. These haven't actually produced, they've got flowers but no fruit just yet. But on the pepper, which is just here, we've got some really nice fruits coming. So yeah, looking forward to them. Quite a nice size. That one's quite skinny and long, but that one seems to have gone really chunky and big. So I don't know what's going on with these ones. But I do need to move the flower that's outside away so the sun can get in, because that is blocking it. That area right in the corner there is a work in progress at the minute. But yeah, so that's basically, guys, how it's looking. Plenty of cucumbers, plenty of tomatoes, and like I say, looking the best it's ever looked, to be honest. So yeah, obviously hanging baskets with petunias, potatoes, and yeah, at the corner. But yeah, it's looking really good. As for the planter on the wall, just didn't work because we both have washing lines there, and when we hang anything, if the wind blows, especially with bed sheets, we're just constantly knocking the plants out. So that is coming out, and yeah, I'm just not doing it again. It didn't quite work. I didn't have the money to buy the solar pump system, so yeah. But that's basically, guys, how it's all looking. Now I am glad to finally be able to get you a video of how it's all looking, and hopefully it's lovely weather. Oh yeah, I've also got, excuse the mess of the house, but I've also got a pepper plant and a tomato plant in there. Yeah, it's been an eventful year in the garden, guys, that's for sure. Now, I do hope you enjoy watching. I'm sorry it's a little bit long-winded, but I have had to kind of try and be careful whilst recording, so it's took a little bit longer. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, guys, and hopefully I'll give you a bit of a progress update with the allotment when I eventually get back down there. But so far, so good down there. I've weeded a lot, I've done a lot, so yeah, I'll update you on that soon, guys. But thanks for staying around, really appreciate your support, and yeah, hopefully update you again very soon. So for now, take care, bye bye.